What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Arrow with Passion to Profit, and today we're going to be talking about how can you find any type of consistency in the market. So real quick, I just want to bring up, so today we have running NNDM. So last Friday we had SRNE shooting up hundreds of percents. I know a lot of short sellers got it on the second day, things like that, and then we have NNDM today making another run. And right now in the market, it's just extremely hyped up with just everything that's going on in the economy and around the world. So we're just getting a lot of above average volume in the market. So that's what I mean when I say don't have any FOMO, and these plays will always come back around. For example, SRNE was spiking on Friday and a lot of people were catching so much FOMO, just thinking that they missed this huge play. And I kept saying, just be careful and just wait. These plays come and go all the time. So that's going to be really interesting to watch how that one closes and to see how that one reacts tomorrow. How can you find any type of consistency? Because I realize a lot of people, they'll show profits like here, here, and here, but really that's not too impressive. What is impressive is who is doing that week in, week out, month in, month out, or just any type of consistent growth within their account. That's what really is impressive. The dollar amount, who cares? I don't want to know how much you made. I want to see your percentage. Did you get in? Was it a smart trade? You can get in terrible trades and make a lot of money, and it doesn't mean it's right or it's going to be sustainable. So I'm going to get into the first thing. Number one, you need to have a system that you trade. What I mean by that is you need to have a plan, and your plan needs to consist of something that you've tested over and over again that works more times than not. I'm going to rephrase that because a lot of different strategies are different. For example, a scalping strategy, you can lose 7 trades out of your 10 and still be profitable. Let's say you're losing $30 every time you're wrong, and you're making $300, $400 every time you're correct. That would put you in the green, even though your win rate is 30%, and you would still be in the green. And it also just depends on the strategy. Every strategy is different. There's scalping strategies, shorting strategies, there's different types of shorting strategies, different types of long strategies. There's just a bunch. So first things first, you need to have a plan and you need to track something. So if you're a beginner and you don't know much about the market and you want to start tracking something, start tracking pre-market breakouts. You can track to see how those work for you. And there's different ways you can trade these type of pre-market breakouts. Basically what a pre-market breakout is something that gaps up, preferably with the catalyst. And what is the catalyst? It's a reason for why that stock is moving. And usually it's going to be those stocks that are getting hyped up. And when they gap up in the morning, a lot of people like to take that high of the pre-market and then they like to buy either the breakout or right before the breakout point or after. A lot of people trade different. Depending how you trade, your entry point on each strategy will just depend on your position sizing. I'll just have to make another video about position sizing if you're not too familiar with that, but you can go ahead and just start researching around YouTube, Google, and just help yourself out. But position sizing is going to be huge, especially how many shares you plan to add within that trade if it does work out in your favor. Why having a system to trade is so important. If you have a system, you're going to be trading the same thing. If you're trading random things, you're going to get random results. You don't want to be the jack of all trades, master of none. And that's what happens to most traders out there that I just see. But it's like, okay, does any of those stocks even fit your criteria? That one has a large market cap, large float, that one has a tiny float. They trade differently. You need to find your niche in the market and you need to stick with it. Don't be the jack of all trades, master of none. Figure out something that you're good at. Figure out something that you can be consistent with so that you can move forward with your account. So, plan the trade and trade the plan. If you have a plan and you're not trading your plan, that just shows me, or that will tell yourself you don't really trust whatever you planned, or you don't really trust your system. Another reason why having a system is just extremely important to move forward in trading is it's going to take out the emotion in trading. And you can find any other trader, and I guarantee they will agree with that. And I guarantee when you're in some of these trades, you're probably nervous to get in, or when you get in, you might be up some money, you don't know where to get out. It's because you don't really have a plan. You weren't really prepared to get into that trade. Just having a system is just really gonna take out all that emotion. You will still have a little bit of emotion, but for the most part, it will take out so much drastically, and you'll be able to start looking at the chart with just a clearer mind. And you won't be as nervous on like certain pops or certain drops and things like that because you will feel more in control of the trade. So another thing is that is extremely common with beginners is when you realize the trade is not in your favor or that you are wrong, just get out. Just get out of the trade, just cut it. And I understand why you might want to hold it or this and that, but I promise you, just cut it. If you're wrong in the trade, it's just going to be worse. And I guarantee this has happened to a lot of you guys that are watching me right now. How many times have you held onto a trade and you're like, I'm just going to wait for this to come back up a little bit, and it starts dumping even more, and just you start bag holding throughout days, and you said, man, I wish I would have just cut the first time. I would have been fine taking that loss. Now I have to take an even bigger loss. How many times does that really happen to you guys? I guarantee that happens often, especially if you've been trading for even just less than a year. One huge reason for something like that to happen is because you don't really have a plan, or if you do have a plan, you just don't trust it. And if you don't trust your plan, what use is it? And even if you do have a plan, if you don't trade the plan, you're just wasting your time anyways. So really, the moral of this video, create your own type of system of trading. A lot of trading is really just having the right habits, the right mindset, and just going in with the plan that actually works. When you go in with a system or a plan, it's a numbers game now. Your system should statistically be in your favor. You have a statistical advantage. That's going to be your edge in the market. Another thing with trading, confidence is going to be massive in trading. And where does confidence come from? And I actually watched a video, and it was this guy in this like elementary classroom. This little kid asked this guy, I don't know if he was like doing a presentation or whatever, but some kid asked, where does confidence come from? And I thought it was really interesting, and he said, confidence comes from practice. And that is just so true, because he was talking about things like, I'm not a confident skateboarder, I'm not a confident tennis player, or what have you. And that really does just speak volumes, because how can you be a confident stock trader if you don't put in the work or the practice? A lot of people aren't getting the results that they want, but they're literally studying every other day, if that. You know, so, and they see other people succeeding in different areas, but did you really even put in the time or effort to become confident in whatever it is you're doing? Just plan for a system. You'll find a lot more success and just a lot more growth within yourself, your mindset, and your trading as a whole. Another thing I want to add in real quick, because I'm watching NMDM still right now, and I saw NMDM try to cap out real quick at like $3.90, tried to turn around, and this is one reason why if you're a short seller, you do not short on the first green day. No matter how many percent it went up. Yes, it might work for you, or the pattern or whatever you're looking at might work that time, but more times than not, if you're shorting on the first green day, you're gonna get blown out. Just because you make money on something doesn't mean it's right. And again, if you have absolutely any questions, feel free to join that community of traders. All the links will be down in the descriptions. You can find me on all my socials. I really hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you haven't already, please just smash that like button. Smash that like button for me, please. If you got any value out of this video, let me know in the comments what you think, or what other videos you would want me to make in the future. Be sure to check out our Passion to Profit store and get your cup of profit and anything like that to improve your trading. Smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.